Minecraft's world is completely made of manipulatable blocks that you can use to create anything you'd like. It's the cheapest, biggest bucket of Legos someone can buy. Okay, I'm kidding. Those two statements are true, but this video won't be the traditional wins format. That feels like it would be virtually impossible and not give proper credit to the masterpiece that this game truly is. And what can I possibly add to the conversation of the world's best-selling title? I don't think much outside of my perspective and experience with it. I'm making this video as a love letter to the video game that defined my childhood. I discovered Minecraft, as so many of us did, through the Yogscast. I don't even remember how I stumbled upon their Survival Island series, but what I can remember is exactly where I was, what the lighting in the room was like, the desk, the monitor, what the mouse and keyboard looked like. Now, I've got an awful memory, but I'm able to recall binge watching these videos on the family computer in the dining room when I was 11, like it was yesterday. Yeah, the Yogscast is great, but it was the utter uniqueness of the game that made me so intrigued. Doubly so, as I thought Survival Island was the main game mode, and I was in for a treat when I learned it wasn't. Money was tough to come by when I was younger, and if it wasn't a special occasion, I had to enjoy what I had, but I needed this game. So I found a cracked version online and I was off. I had been watching videos on this game for months. I've since purchased the game twice, so no one kill me, please. But finally, getting my hands on the game was a dream come true for 11-year-old me. I could finally play this game I'd been salivating over, and was it everything I'd hoped it'd be? Surprise answer here, no. It wasn't. Now, either that makes complete sense to some of you or none at all. I'd hyped this game so much mentally that when I finally got to experience it, it couldn't live up. But that means nothing to how much I still loved it. I would get home from school and boot up Minecraft and play it till it was bedtime every day. It was my day in and day out. If I wasn't with my friends or at school, I was playing Minecraft. I would listen to people's Let's Plays while playing, and on more than one occasion, I followed Chimney Swift's Minecraft Files series and built the exact same things he did on the same seeds at the exact dimensions as him. Maybe I was borderlining on obsession, but it was just such a simple game to pick up and play for hours and hours, either mindlessly or with intent. And that's where the beauty of the game lies for me, then and now. My all-time favorite part of the game is that there is no objective. Like, sure, there was a goal of surviving, but it's not like that actually mattered. There was this giant sandbox Mojang created like no other game before. It was completely up to us as the player to decide what to make of it. Which is why it resonated with me as a kid and so many others. When you're a kid, you don't really need a reason to be doing something. Our minds and desires were, I don't want to say more simple, but less tempered by a modern society. As we grow older, we become more engrossed with everything we do having a point, making us money or achieving something. It's why people prestige in Call of Duty, to gain that status or the dopamine hit of a level up. And yeah, kids crave that too, but my point being, and this might just be me, but I'm willing to bet I'm not alone in this, I loved Minecraft as a kid because of that simplicity, of there being no goal except creation for creation's sake. There was no better way to relax than booting up a Minecraft world and just losing yourself in it for hours, especially when you're a kid with no real responsibilities. Just thinking about that time in my life washes over me a wave of nostalgia that kind of makes me want to cry. Because of how beautiful of a space that is for anyone to be in. We get so caught up in what's going on, what's gonna happen, that we can't just be still. And that's something that Minecraft does wonderfully. It offers that stillness that most people never allow themselves to enjoy anymore. You're still active in the literal engagement of the game, but you can turn off your brain and just be for a little bit. It's a Trojan horse of bliss if you let it. After growing up a little bit, I found myself becoming bored of playing Minecraft, not really understanding why I was doing what I was and what the point of it is. I was getting to that mental state I described earlier. It made me sad that I wasn't enjoying my favorite game anymore, but I just quietly put the game down and hadn't touched it since I was 15, until now. Coming back to Minecraft after 6 years of not playing was really strange. Not because of all the new stuff they've added since I last played, but because of how much fun it was on an intrinsic level. This channel's been up for almost a year, and the only games I play anymore are ones for the channel for the most part, which are generally story-based games that I've got to pay attention to the small details among the script, camera, direction, or the gameplay. But with this, I just got to play. Just play. And through all the updates Minecraft has gone through, it has stuck by its core theme of just getting lost in the game. On my first session back, I played for just an hour because I had somewhere to be, so I wrapped up and realized, and I told my roommate this, I got that old feeling I got so many years ago. That feeling of being sucked into the game and not wanting to stop. In my head, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to do this and that, and then build this and craft that. It was wonderful, really. Especially in the state the world is in right now, with everything feeling like it's on the brink of collapse, all of us trying to balance life and work, make friends and find love. It's all so much and so exhausting. So it feels like picking Minecraft back up right now, at least for me, was perfect timing. It was beautiful to forget about everything going on in my life, good or bad. As playing through, I didn't need to take any notes or remember key segments of the game. I just got to play. Don't take that as I don't enjoy making those notes and making the normal content. I love this job so much, and I'm so blessed and thankful for all of you supporting me, but to just play like a child on a playground is something not many of us allow ourselves anymore. I've got friends that play games out of obligation sometimes. At least the way they describe it is how it sounds. I've heard so many times, I have to play tonight because I gotta finish this battle pass or something along that vein, and it always made me think, that's such a weird relationship that so many of us, including me at times, have cultivated with some games. Feeling like we have to play it, generally to make the money we spent worthwhile. But I don't want to stray too far from my point, as I so often do. To play, and to be a kid again. To be silly and not take things too seriously. Walking around the forest, chopping trees, listening to C418, I don't think there are many other games that bring that level of tranquility to the gaming sphere. The only other one that comes to mind is Stardew Valley, but that's neither here nor there. You can't win or lose in the traditional sense with this game. Sure, you can go beat the Ender Dragon and win that way, but you just keep on playing the same world after. Or you could die with diamond gear and lava and lose that way beat. You just keep on playing. The only way you can win or lose in Minecraft is all based around what you want to achieve. No one is telling you what to do. Winning and losing is not really a concept in Minecraft. It's really akin to life. I'm sure I'm getting annoying at this point talking about real life in conjunction with a video game, but I love talking about video games like this. There really is no winning or losing in life, it's just life. Things go bad and sometimes it's really awesome and others are just another day. But you just keep moving forward, trying to create purpose for yourself, which is exactly what we do in Minecraft. Which gets a little Inception-y because you might play Minecraft to feel purposeful in life. Then you have to create your own further purpose within the game. If I've lost in you by this point, that's okay. But for those of you still here, there's one more thing that Minecraft does better than any game out there. This game helped usher in the golden age for gaming on YouTube. The amount of people that came together to enjoy this game was unprecedented. So many communities were born. The game is not the same when played with friends, or just others at the very least. Servers with different unique game modes, custom maps, mods, texture packs, skins, all of these things that were created by the Minecraft community and shared amongst each other was driven solely by the love of the game. Of course, there are people out there that did these things for money, but let's just stay happy here. That overwhelmingly large and loving community isn't something we see very often, if ever. So many people made lifelong friends through this game or have even gotten married because of it. To me, it honestly feels like the great equalizer when it comes to video games. Anybody can come together and enjoy this game. And that's because Minecraft can be anything we want it to be. It's the biggest, best choose-your-own-adventure game ever made. You could play vanilla, but once you get bored of that, download a custom map. Get tired of that, go hop on a server with friends. No friends? Go to a game mode server. Want to kickstart the Industrial Revolution, play Terraria and Minecraft, or see the heavens? Then Tekkit, Hexit, or Ether, respectively, is all I gotta say to you. We even got Call of Duty remakes and computers made of redstone in this game. And don't even get me started on redstone because that stuff still breaks my mind to this day. It's a game that thrives off its simplicity, and you all know I love to keep things simple in life. I literally only wear solid color clothing if you don't believe me. In the wise words of a friend of mine, I can hyperfixate on building a giant castle with a village, create farms and mob traps, or I could just dig a hole straight down, and either way I'm having a blast. If that's not the love of Minecraft at its core, I don't know what is. Now, I'm sure you're thinking this video is much shorter than expected, and it is. Could I have drawn this video out and go into excruciating detail about every little thing that makes this game great? Of course I could. I could do hours of research on why we're so attracted to this game, but at that point, I feel like I'd be disingenuous with my feelings and desired approach with this video. These are my feelings about this masterpiece of a game after returning to it 6 years later. When I was younger, I always enjoyed watching it more than I enjoyed playing it. Funnily enough, now that I'm older, it's the opposite. I've talked about aspects of a game being therapeutic before in previous videos, but here, the entire game is therapeutic. If I'm ever overwhelmed or not in a good headspace, I'm just going to remember to return to this game. To walk around and listen to C418 score and just relax and breathe. It's been a while since I've played a game that just relaxes me. Normally, it's Apex Legends or Smash that I play, and both of those do the opposite of lowering one's heart rate. Yeah, creepers showing up out of nowhere will get you screaming for a moment, but hey, sometimes our tranquil therapy can use a little electroshock. I'm kidding, that's horrible. But what I'm not kidding about is that this game is what you make it. And you'll never hear me say you have to be creative to enjoy this game. And anybody that says that is damn wrong. For a long time, I told myself I wasn't that creative of a person, and that stunted me for a time. And it also killed my interest in the game as I felt I wasn't creative enough to play it, which is such a silly thing to think about. We're freaking humans. We unga bunga 2 rocks together to create fire and then one day create this game. It's in our blood to be creative. So if anything can be gleaned from this droning speech, hopefully you remember how beautiful this game is. We are also lucky to have a game like this that asked us to cooperate, have fun, and just play, instead of being competitive, trying to have the best skins, and climbing the highest rank. Remember that Minecraft is a game that asked nothing of us, but gave us everything.